Hello there, I'm back with another journal for the Etsy shop. This is more of a TN style. This one is a bit bigger. It's the pages inside I think are 4.5 by 8.5, but with the cover it's more like 8 3/4 by 4 3/4. It's a really soft quilted vintage quilt cover. Not sure how vintage, probably, I don't know, 50s, 60s, 70s, something like that. And it's literally just the quilt on the cover here and here. Let's take that out. So I have put a pocket on the inside, which just firms that up a little bit. And let's have a go through. This is another one inspired by Sheena from Luna Rosu. And I'll put her link underneath. So we've got scrapbook paper. These journals are all about layering, and although I am very much inspired by Sheena, I think her journals are great. Mine do turn out quite differently, really. So I've got a pocket made from a book page and a tag that I've made to go in there. This is some fabric that I've ruffled, and in here I've got some reproduction digital calling cards. I think these are in a little vellum pocket, and these are from Lorna at Tailor Made Journals. I've got a fair bit of sari silk in this journal, so there's just snippets here and there, as you'll see. This is another book page pocket with a tag. I haven't put anything in there, I might decide to that. This is a sticker over some old book page, some collage. In this pocket there's a letter from 1954 with, this is a post office book from the 1960s. They're not actually connected, but both of those. On this side I've got some stamping, which has bled a little bit on the masking paper, and I wanted to put a bit more colour on it, so I've put some what are these called? This stuff, liquid pearls on here, liquid pearls dotted, a bit of pink, and I've got some sari silk here, which I have stuck down on this book page, and on the back there's a postcard from 1905, I believe. It's a little bit damaged, but again I liked the colours. This is a tag I've made. This is some ledger paper from 1888. This is from an old book. Can't remember how old that was. This is some notebook paper, and there's a glassine bag on there with a tag in the front and the back, and a fussy cut flower fairy. Some more of that fabric ruffle. This is the cover from the Good Housekeeping magazine 1926. This, you can see, was pretty damaged, and I've dealt with that by gluing washi tape all around the edges and down the middle. I haven't put it on this fold, even though that's pretty delicate, but you could do that if you wanted to. But yeah, I thought it was a nice picture. There's a snippet here. This is a letter from 1941, and I've turned it into a pocket with some of that 1926 Good Housekeeping book page, and that's from Cigarette Card Album. It's another of the calling cards. This is, I think this might be a post office form, vintage post office form. There's a bit of a tab with a button there. This is an envelope. I'm not sure how old this is, probably the 50s or 60s. I've put the stamp on and the postmark. And I put that stamp on as well. This is from 1912, but it didn't have a stamp, so I found one. So that's in there. It's the centre, and there's some glass beads on the dangle, which can go top or bottom. This little glassine pocket, this is vintage paper, and there's an old photograph in there from the 50s, bit of collage, another snippet, magazine page, just a repeat of the previous one. Just a little bit of that fabric on there as a flip. And this one has got a flower fairy. This is one of the things I've taken from Sheena. She does quite a lot of these, what I'd call upside down pockets, which I really, really like. This is wrapped around the page. Get that simple. That's the bottom of the magazine. This is a little envelope that I've put together. The envelope was gifted to me by Wendy. I've covered it in some pretty paper, and inside we've got an original cabinet card. On the back, well, you'll see on the back, there's a little pocket with a cigarette card in there as well. That just fits on there. This is a piece of sari silk. It wasn't quite wide enough, but I thought that looked pretty on there. The rest of that 1888 ledger, some more ruffle, some more sari silk, the repeat of that masking paper, stamping and liquid pearls. This is a tag in a vellum envelope, and another pocket here with a 1905 postcard. A little fairy flower cut. Oh, and there's still more. Another upside down tag, and I've sort of repeated what I did at the front. That's also a little tuck under there if you wanted to use it that way, and some more of that sari silk. So that's that one. That'll be going into the Etsy shop shortly. Now we're coming out of lockdown. I don't know how your postal services are working. Ours is not, is busy and a bit slow, but is working pretty much normally. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.